Okay. So this just be a few minutes. Um, Sit comfortably, close your eyes. We're gonna take a few deep breaths. The way I like to breathe is slow, long, and deep in through the nose, filling the whole lung cavity, the whole, fill up to capacity. Hold for a couple seconds at your comfort, and then release. So when you blow out, really empty out everything that you can. I mean, just blow out until you're empty. Hold for a couple seconds and repeat. That's how I like to breathe. If it gets me in a very calm, peaceful state, if you like it, do it. If not, breathe casually. Take a couple, just a minute or so, just to breathe. And as we're sitting here breathing, I'm sure that most of us will have thoughts running through our minds, through our heads. Don't try to resist any thoughts. Don't worry about them. Thoughts will come and they'll go. For the moment, just don't attach to them. Don't follow where they go. Let them rise. Let them fall. That's what the mind does. It's just thought. Give your attention to any sounds that you can hear. My voice, maybe a fan or the hum of a refrigerator. Whatever sounds that you hear, they seem to come from without, right? From outside of you. Allow them to stay just outside. I picture them almost just outside my head, almost circling my head and body. I can hear them. There's always a sound, some coming and going, some are more constant. But they're not me. They're separate, if you will, from me. They're apart from me. But I experience them. And now feel the body. Feel the sensations of the body, whether it's your rear sitting on a chair or the bed, your feet against the floor, your hands touching your legs. It feels almost like an outline, right? Well, for me, it feels like an outline where I am inside of this sensation. And the sensation is my border, my edge. So for now, stay in the middle, in that empty, quiet space, recognizing that all the sensations are seemingly around you. All the noise, anything you can hear is around you. And all the thoughts, as all your thoughts come up, let them join the sound and the sensation just outside of your space. For me, it's almost like a storm. There's thought, there's sound, there's sensation, there's feeling. And they're all happening at different speeds, at different variety, intensity. Whether they're happening or not, for now, just let them stay right outside of your center. You are the peaceful, empty awareness that can observe them. You can recognize that all of this is going on, but it's not you. You are not your thoughts. You are not your sensations. You're not your feelings or what you hear. You are observing them. You are aware of them, but it is not you. So who are you, or what are you? Sit with that for a minute. You can observe all of the things we named. You observe everything, but you are not those things. You are the empty, vast space, peaceful, quiet stillness that observes all. Now, with your awareness or your consciousness, go out in all directions or any directions and see if you can find a border to yourself. Up, down, left, right, back, forward. Really expand your awareness. Look for a border. Can you find a border to this consciousness, this empty space, which is you? Investigate it truly. Look for that border. Where do you end and something else begins? And the more and more seemingly space that you cover, the further and further you can go in any one direction, you can recognize that all of that space is you. You are expanding to every corner of consciousness that you seek, that border. You are expanding. Your inner self, that peaceful, quiet, still self that is looking, is only finding itself, yourself. You're growing. You're finding that you are larger and larger and more spacious, more vast than maybe you ever realized. As you feel your conscious awareness expanding, covering all this space, because there is no border, there is no end to what you are. You may find, or you can identify, that that storm of sound, thought, feeling, emotion, sensation is so small compared to the vastness of which you are. All of that stuff, all the thoughts and all that, it happens within you. It doesn't happen to you. It's a tiny glimpse of experience, moment by moment. Thought comes, it goes. It is simply the activity of thinking. There's nothing more to thought than the activity of thinking. Same goes for sensations, feelings, and sound. They will come and go in this vast open space, and we have the opportunity to recognize them for what they are. They are just an experience. There's no good or bad about them until we label them, and we label them with thought. So when you feel called to, remember, as you find thoughts that are disturbing or really joyful, remind yourself this is just a thought. It's the activity of thinking. That's all it is. Same with sensations, feelings, and sound. They will continue to come and go within you. They have no power over you. You are the vast, empty space, the peaceful, loving awareness that is quiet and still and observes all. And everything else is just passing through intermittently. It has no power over you. It cannot harm you. It cannot change you. It only affects you when you allow it to. And if you choose to, you can allow it to. There's nothing wrong with that. But now you know and have the opportunity to see it for what it is. To see yourself. Or rather, the opportunity to investigate yourself. Who are you really? Your sense of identity is thought. Your sense of the body is sensation. But we now know that these things pass through this greater sense of self that we are. There is nothing wrong. Everything is exactly as it should be. And this self can never be damaged, harmed. This is the changeless self. Everything else changes. Everything fluctuates except truth. You are safe, whole, and healed at all times. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing to be afraid of. All things come from love. And whenever you feel like coming back to your sensations, your thoughts, and the sounds, you can come back, open your eyes, come back to your body,